No, 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 no. Stay away. I thought you would be the final boss. I'm gonna give Angie a really hard one. I'll trick her with my extra hard puzzle and make sure she never gets my medal. I'll solve it. I'll definitely solve it. As soon as Maria and Angie crossed gazes, they started fighting. The two girls, so close in age, were really good friends, but they also fought a lot. Especially when they were opponents in the game. Maria-chan probably knows tons of different quizzes. This should be interesting. Let's have it. Hee hee hee, not now. I'm the star, so I'll go after Mama. Really? You're sure it's okay for me to go first? Yeah. Then let's begin. Ready? Oh god. Now what is this? Oh, please, no, not math. Rokkenjima is about to explode. There's only 1 hour left until the explosion. Rosa can make it to the stack of ingots in the underground VIP room in 3 minutes. However, the ingots are heavy, so she can only carry out 1 out at a time. Furthermore, it takes her 5 minutes to carry it out to the surface. She starts at the surface and goes back and forth between the surface and the underground VIP room. So how many ingots can Rosa carry out of the underground VIP room? Don't I just have to like do simple counting? So she starts at the surface. So she takes 3 minutes to go in there. And then she takes 5 minutes to go back up. That would be 8 minutes for 1 ingot, right? Or is there any error in that thinking already? I don't think there is. If that is the case, you would have 2 ingots with 16. 24 would be 3. In that case, 48 would be 6, right? And then you could have 1 more. And that's it. I mean, that would be 7, right? But I kind of feel like it's too easy. So I'm gonna ask Eva. I guess you don't need a hint for this one. Are you sure? You're right. I made it for Angie-chan. It's probably a bit too easy for you, Ine-san. An hour is 60 minutes and it takes 8 minutes for each round trip. Good luck. I know you can solve it. I won't give you a hint this time. Yeah, so it should be 7, right? Because that will be 56 minutes. And if you would do another one, you would be at 64 minutes. So that would not be... That would make everything explode already. I'm kind of hesitating to choose this because it's just so easy. Oh. That's true. If you think about it that way. I was actually thinking if there was maybe some sort of... I actually thought about exactly that, but somehow I thought no. Probably that's not the trick here. But now that you mention it, the question does say how many ingots can Rosa carry out of the underground VIP room. With 56 minutes, you would still have 3 minutes to go back. So you would be at 59 minutes. So you would probably be able to take another one and leave the room. You just wouldn't have the time to go back upstairs. I wonder if I should save here because it's kind of... If that is not the right answer, then it would be kind of mean. You know what I mean? Like... Now... The way this is phrased would make E the correct answer. So if E is not the correct answer, then I would say it's a bit mean that it's phrased this way. And I would actually feel like it's... it would be fair to reload. 8 ingots. Are you sure? It takes 8 minutes to carry each ingot to the surface, right? 8 times 8 is more than 60. That's right. But the question was how many can she carry out of the room? Rosa only has to take 1 step out of the room to carry it out. Nice going, Angie-chan. All those puzzles have really warmed you up good. That's right. To do 7 trips, you need 8 times 7 equals 56 minutes. There are only 4 minutes left. However, you can make it back to the underground room in 3 minutes, then carry out the 8th ingot in the last minute. Kihihi. Not bad, Angie. Nice one, ooh. Whew. Thanks, Christian. Also means Rosa dies on the way out. Yeah. I'm not gonna lose to you, Maria One-chan. Congratulations. Here's my medal. Now you can try the puzzle Maria picked out just for you. I was about to click 7 actually, so you just saved us there. I mean, I had my doubts because it just seemed too easy, but I couldn't really put my finger on what else it could be. And then you came along. So it's finally my turn. You took so long on my most easy puzzle that I got a little worried. There's no way you'll ever solve this one. I've got Aunt Eva with me and we'll solve it together. Impossible, impossible, impossible. Oh, I just realized we didn't actually get the hint. Oh no, we had the hint conversation. Even Aunt Eva can't solve this one. Wolves and sheep puzzles are incredibly hard. Oh no, not one of those. From her handbag, Maria pulled out a wolves and sheep puzzle book that was worn out, well used, and had a majestic feel to it like a grimoire. You hold the sweet fish. Yeah. You know what a wolves and sheep puzzle is, right? I know. You show me those all the damn time. That puzzle's about using a boat to take everyone from one shore of a river to another. They usually have a few bizarre rules. When there's wolves and sheep, you can't let the number of wolves on either shore get bigger than the number of sheep, right? Yeah, that's right. Send the boat back and forth, moving everyone to the other side while making sure that there are never more wolves than sheep. But the ones with just wolves and sheep are the simplest, easiest, plainest, beginner's basic practice puzzles. When you get to the higher levels, you have many things other than wolves and sheep. It's pretty clever. Should we write this down on a piece of paper? Good idea. That'll definitely make it easier for you to sort out your thoughts. Sounds like this puzzle will be a handful. There's no way you're getting my medal, Angie. Yeah, I think you are right. I won't lose. I'm not gonna lose. No, I actually think I'm gonna lose. Look at this. The text is even like smaller than usual. I already want to click on ask before I even read this. I don't even know how to add anything to the stream. I'm already happy that I even managed to get the chat appear on stream. I find everything on Twitch extremely confusing. You must use a 2-passenger boat to carry each person to the opposite bank of the river. So, 2 passengers. That means the boat can take 3 people because you should be in there as well. But you and then... I wonder... I could mute the music and turn on something really creepy. So we can concentrate while being creeped out. Well, I mean, if I don't... Because there actually were like some copyright strike stuff on Twitch recently with people put on some other music. You must use a 2-passenger boat to carry each person to the other bank of to the opposite bank of the river. On the near bank there's a peasant, his wife, a shepherd, a sheep, a cow, some meat, and some vegetables. All of these count as 1 passenger on the boat. Why the fuck are vegetables 1 passenger? The boat can only be rowed by the peasant, his wife, or the shepherd. Oh, okay, so there's no 3rd person on the boat. If the wife is with the shepherd while the peasant isn't around, they'll run away together. That's kind of horrible thing. The wife is just gonna run away with the shepherd. That's terrible. If the shepherd is near the meat when both the peasant and his wife are not around, he'll eat it. If the sheep is near the vegetables when the shepherd isn't around, he'll eat them. If the cow is near the vegetables when none of the humans are around, he'll eat them. It's a lot of trouble to unload the meat, so once it's been unloaded once, it can't be unloaded again. The vegetables are easily bruised, so they can only ride on the boat once. Can you achieve the objective in the smallest number of steps? Yeah, I have no idea. I wouldn't even know how to start thinking about this, to be honest. I could just roll the dice and guess one of the letters. Do I have a dice here? Just leave it to the roulette of luck. Write it down and start trying it out, but that takes forever. Not sure that's really an enjoyable thing to do during a stream. I don't know. What about the hint? Wait a second. Who ever heard of a puzzle with such complicated rules? Did you only know about the ones with wolves and sheep? It's got lots of complicated puzzles that you've got to deal with in different ways. See? You don't get it either, right, Angie? Please give me a hint. You have to organize your thoughts carefully. Only the 3 humans can row the boat. Then you have to memorize all the things to look out for. When the peasant is away, you can't leave his wife with the shepherd. When both the peasant and his wife are away, you can't leave the shepherd with the meat. When the shepherd is away, you can't leave the sheep with the veggies. You also need someone to watch the cow, but any of the humans can do that. Still, I guess the meat is the real key to the whole thing. I see. You can't put it on the boat again once you take it off. But that doesn't mean you can only take it across once. That's right. The veggies really can make only one trip, so once you send them across, you can't get them back. But as long as you don't take the meat off the boat, you can take it back and forth as much as you want. It's so complicated. Even after thinking about it, I don't get it at all. I'll have to write it down and sort out our ideas. Do you want a pen and paper too, Angie-chan? Impossible. You never solve it. If only you just give up. Thinking is a waste of time for the incompetent. Can this really be solved? Don't tell me there's actually some contradiction that makes it unsolvable. Who knows? Oh, there's another answer that just says something else. Yeah. I'll probably have to cut this out for YouTube. If I really want to start thinking about it now. Because I don't think anybody wants to see me staring at the screen forever without any story progression. Fun seeing it on screen. I wouldn't even know how to do it. Like, I mean, it's not like I need to... It's not like I need to write the rules down. They are written right here. There's 7 pieces. Could color code the dangerous ones. I mean, what even are the... I mean, even if I put something on screen now, then you won't have the riddle text anymore. Like, I mean, of course I could just have Excel here. But then nobody can check the riddle text anymore because Excel is in the fucking way. if I make this smaller now, it's probably not gonna be big enough. I don't know. But what would I even do with this now? So we have wife. Oh, you mean wife and shepherd is bad. Okay. Yeah, I thought about having one column be the left side and one column be the right side. So let's put these here. Shepherd and meat is bad. Sheep and veggie is bad. Cow and veggie, I can't write, is bad. And meat more than once is bad. Like, these are the bad things. Oh, I have like, my Excel is like a million years old. As you can see, it's still the like 2000 version. And we have, what other pieces we have? Wife, shepherd, peasant. Oh, it's written there. So there's a peasant, his wife, a shepherd, a sheep. Why do they both have to start with that? Sheep, a cow, meat, and vegetables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you said 7. And the boat can only be rowed by the humans. Sheep can be SH, but the shepherd can also be SH. And the shepherd can also, like, even if you go 3 letters, it's still the same. I guess R for ram will work. So we could start with yeah, the meat should be on the boat for a bit, right? We could start with the shepherd and the peasant, I guess. B? Why B? How would you, how is step even defined, by the way? Like, what is one step? Is one step one trip, or one trip it back? One trip across the river. So the shepherd and I'm gonna write them out here after all. I think it's okay if I use abbreviations over there, but oh, true, everybody has to be here. So everybody has to be here. Let's. So if I side A, boat, side B. Okay. So if I take the shepherd and the peasant, put them in the boat, should be fine, right? Because there's nothing that says they can't be together. Oh, but somebody has to go back, right? So now you have to leave one person here. And you shouldn't leave the shepherd there, because he would, if you bring the wife over next, they would just fuck off. So like that will already be one step. Peasant and wife is also not prohibited, is it? So I guess peasant and wife could also work. But like my idea was to, oh, hold on, if I, yeah, you need to bring the wife over there first. I thought I would leave the shepherd, no, hold on. Yeah, I thought I would leave the shepherd here and go back with the peasant. Isn't that possible? So you would have like this. I just need to try this before I, but then we would have peasant here. It's kind of that's still a bit confusing to write it like this. Hold on. No, I don't want. I just want to fucking. What is going on? Just want. No. Okay. If I leave shepherd with the meat at the start, it's game over. So doing this should be the best start. Because my other idea would be to go with the peasant and the wife, but then you leave the shepherd with the meat. Okay. So now I would say the peasant brings the wife over, but that can really... No, then the wife would run away with the shepherd, unless the peasant brings the shepherd back. Is that possible, or... Guess that could work. But if I take the wife away here, then there's no human left to well, why bother? Because if I thought now the peasant and the wife go here, and then I would leave the wife and the shepherd there, and the peasant goes back, but then the wife and shepherd would go away. So that doesn't work, unless I bring the shepherd back. But yeah, that's my other thought. If I take the wife with me now, there's nobody to take care of the animals. So I guess maybe the wife needs to stay there, and the peasant instead takes some of the food. Maybe the vegetables, because they can only be... What was it? The vegetables can only be right on the boat once. Don't have that here yet. So if we leave the wife here, and the sheep, and the cow, and the meat, and then we bring the veggies over, you would have like the shepherd and the veggies. I lost again? Why? Oh, the sheep and the veggies cannot be together without the shepherd. So I should bring the veggies first, but then the shepherd goes away with the wife. So that doesn't work. So the wife should bring the veggies? Here? I'm already lost. We do this. we have this. The wife is here with the veggies. The next step would... This is its own step, right? Who goes back and who doesn't. So the wife would go back, which means now we have peasant, shepherd, sheep, cow, meat, and wife again. Oh, sheep. Oh, you mean sheep and veg minus shepherd is bad. Cow and veggies. Hold on, why was cow and veggies bad? Oh, because the cow would also... Okay. But now who goes next? So I can't bring the cow over yet. Because the cow... If we have cow and veggie here next, the cow would just freaking eat all of it. I'm kind of uncertain who to bring next. Kind of feel like the wife should be doing the trips again. But no. Why? Well, I mean, if the shepherd does the trip now, couldn't the shepherd go over with the... No, couldn't. If I bring the shepherd over with the peasant, what happens if I do that? So I take away... I thought about shepherd and sheep, but what do I do then? Because then the shepherd needs to leave again, and then you have the sheep and the vegetables here, and... Bam. But the vegetable can only ride the boat once. So I can't take it back. If I have the peasant and the shepherd use the boat next, what would happen then? And we would have these here. Then who goes back? Well, it has to be the peasant, because if the shepherd goes back, he's gonna run away with the wife. But now the peasant could bring the sheep over there, because now the shepherd and the veggies are there. Right? I mean, the peasant can bring the sheep over there. Hold on. So the peasant could go back with the sheep. And that means the peasant is not here anymore. And the sheep is not here anymore either. And the cow doesn't really do anything, right? Because the wife is there to watch it and there's no veggies there anyway. And then you have the peasant and the sheep and the shepherd and the veggies. And then the peasant has to go back. And leave all the three here, so the shepherd checks that the ram doesn't eat the veggies. And so we have the peasant over here again. Now, I think the wife... I can't really change anything about this anymore, right? So the wife would have to go last. Why is the meat the key here anyway? I suppose I think the problem is I might find a solution, but the question is, what is the smallest number of steps? And who's to say that the solution I come up with is the smallest number? Yeah, but I don't even see any need for that right now. I mean, no, the peasant could take the meat. Oh no, the meat can't be... Oh no, hold on, I see. The meat can't stay over there because the shepherd is gonna eat it. So... Yeah, but then why bring it there at all? Maybe the wife can bring the meat over and the shepherd has to go back? What about that? So the wife would be gone and the meat would be gone. Oh, but then the sheep would eat the fucking vegetables because the shepherd is not there anymore. So that doesn't work either. So can the peasant just bring the cow over there? So now we have the cow here. Yeah, that's true as well. Like, anything wrong with that? Now we have the meat and the wife over there. I also should put this here as well. Now the peasant goes back. I wanted to do a Mass Effect joke, but... Now the peasant goes back. We have peasant, the meat, and the wife. And... Oh shit. I see. If we bring the meat over there... Well, that's a problem now. Doesn't really work anymore, does it? No, I don't want to turn on sticky keys. What the hell? What the hell was that? Okay, I can't bring the meat over there because the shepherd is gonna eat it. And I also can't take the shepherd back with me because then the vegetables are going to be eaten. So I would have to bring the wife with me, right? And then I just leave the meat there. You know, yeah, but the only thing that confuses me is we are doing the exact opposite of what Maria said. We're doing everything but keeping the meat on the boat for several moves. So, if we do that, we have all of these over there. But we can't leave the wife with the shepherd. So the wife would have to go back. And then bring the meat over there. And that will kind of be everything, but then I don't see how you would have to use the meat more than once. So I guess that's wrong. Or at least it's probably not the fastest one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so this looks like it's a possible solution. I'm just still not confident that it is the right answer, since Maria said, oh yeah, the only hint that I give you is that the meat is the key to everything and you have to keep it on the boat, and that is the only fucking thing we didn't do. So I'm almost tempted to say less than 10 steps, because my solution is 11 and there's probably one that has less. But like, I don't even know. Although, I mean, mine has 11 and Maria's could have 10. If this had been 10, then I would just say, okay, because my solution has 10 and it's not doing what Maria told us to do, I would already assume that Maria's probably has less. But since mine has 11, even if we say Maria's has less, it could still be B. But I don't know why you would even have to, like, why would you need to carry the meat back and forth? Don't you just severely restrict yourself with that because you always lose one place and you can only have one more person? I don't know. I think this is as far as we can go. So I'm tempted to either say A or B. Anybody wants to vote for one of these? I could save, but I mean, we did say that we're not going to use save scum. So basically, why save it anyway? I'm also kind of suspicious still of the fact that we can say something else. That is a bit fishy. It doesn't say even more, it says something else. And when asked if it was unsolvable, or you just gave a vague, unclear answer, but that could have just been a trap. Because you wanted us to think it's unsolvable, but I mean, we just show that it is solvable. I'm very tempted to click on B now, unless anybody really thinks A is the better idea. Okay, I already drank too much tea again. I'll quickly go to the toilet. If you have any last ideas before I click B, now's your time to think about them. Okay. You must use a 2-passenger boat to carry each person to the opposite bank. Oh. Person. That's true. That's a different... They all count as one passenger, yes. But the very beginning of it says that the objective is to carry each person. It does not say carry each passenger. Since there is a difference. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like there might be something hidden there. It doesn't say we have to carry each passenger to the opposite bank of the river. Only each person. And while sheep, cow, meat, and vegetables also count as passenger, the hint was basically just a whole thing about the meat. I can check again. Right, see, you don't get it either, right, Angie? Please give me a hint. You have to organize your thoughts carefully. Only the 3 humans can row the boat. Then you have to memorize all the things to look out for. When the peasant is away, you can't leave his wife with the shepherd. Both the peasant and his wife are away, you can't leave the shepherd with the meat. Team of the veggies. You need someone to watch the cow, but any of the humans can do that. So I guess the meat is really key to the whole thing. Get it all. Just says who knows. But I mean, the problem is we cannot bring only each person to the other side, because then the cow is going to eat the veggies, and I suppose it's still true that those things shouldn't happen. So I guess we would have to bring the Can we just bring the veggies with us? I think I'm tempted to say A now, because of the whole thing that each person needs to go to the opposite bank. And we just brought everything to the opposite bank with 11 steps. If you only have to bring each person to the opposite bank, I think it would also be 11 or less, because 11 will definitely also bring all the persons there. I thought about that as well, but I think that's just the wording. Because it says the boat can only be rowed by the peasant's wife or the shepherd. It doesn't say or by you. So I think in this case, the you really refers to the reader of the riddle, who has to, in a godlike way, manipulate the beings under his control. But I did have that thought as well at first, that maybe it includes another person that is not explicitly mentioned. So again, I think we just brought everything over to the other side with 11. I'm just gonna click on A now. Any last words before I click on A? And then we can all see me fail spectacularly. This really is a nasty problem. Can it really be solved? Is there some trick to it, like throwing things into the river without using the boat, or making the cow eat the vegetables so that they can be carried as one passenger? Well, who knows? If that's as far as you can go, maybe you should give up, right? This one's really hard. Even Mama couldn't solve it. Well, she was too busy slapping you. But I solved it on my first try. So do you get it? How many trips does it take to get every person across? This isn't a cheap trick or riddle, right? There's no way you can solve this straightforwardly, right? No, that's not true. I'm sure you'll get it, Nissan, smart as you are. How many trips does it take to get every person across? I've got it. 3 trips. Huh? 3? How? It's easy. The peasant and his wife get on the boat, then the wife gets dropped off on the other side in the first move, then the peasant takes the boat back across in the second move, then he crosses with the shepherd in the third move. So... okay, this time you saved us, Simon. This time it was... really glad we have we have more people here chiming in. First Christian saved the whole spices thing, and now, well, now it was Simon's hold on, what's the objective moment. It looks almost like it felt almost like the judge in Ace Attorney about to slam his hammer down and then hold it. What's the objective? But what about the cow and the sheep? What about the meat and the vegetables? That's true, I would have taken... No, actually I wouldn't. Before I went to the toilet, I actually said I will press B when I come back. Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I was about to press B, because I thought it's 11, and Maria probably did it in 10 or something. But Aunt Eva, it said to take every person across, right? Those other things aren't people. Huh? As Aunt Eva's mouth flopped open, Aunt Rosa started applauding. After clicking her tongue, Maria Onechan joined in. That's right. The The question just asks how many moves it will take to move each person across. The animals and luggage never had anything to do with it. They were just there to screw you over. So... yeah, you're right. I think in the end it's probably going to be interesting for everybody who knows the answer to see us struggle like that and be like, meh, if only you knew. And then especially the whole thing about me being about to press B, and then I'm like, yeah, I drank so much tea, I'm just going to go to the toilet real quick, and then I'll press B unless anybody has any objections. And then Zimon chimes in with, objection! Think about the objective! How about we don't do it with a timer to a bomb being set? We're not fucking Kinzo. So that was pretty cool, after all. When I read it for the first time, I was basically about to be like, okay, this is too complicated now, and it's not going to be interesting to do it on stream, so I'm just going to press whatever. But in the end, it was actually all the better that we did try it. Actually, the comment about timer to a bomb being set made me think of Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes as well. Even though I never played it, but I've seen what it's like. Okay, they only got it because she kept saying every person over and over again, Mama. Did she? I didn't even notice, so it's not because of that. Aunt Rosa had probably said it so much as a sort of hint. Without that, even I wouldn't have figured it out. Come on, I was totally taken in. That was a mean question. Go on, Maria, give Angie-chan her medal. Whining like an Why is it A again? Shouldn't this be an unhappy dog? If I paid any attention in English class, shouldn't this be an unhappy dog? This is not the first time this is happening here. Whining like an unhappy dog, she reluctantly handed the medal over. I grabbed it and started jumping around like a happy dog. Thanks, I was starting to doubt my own very most basic fundamental English grammar lessons, because it happened a few times now that the next word started with a vowel and still it said A instead of an. As Maria One-chan smiled at me from behind, her face was bright, just like a big sister's. I hope she's proud. Yeah, I'm not really hating on them or bashing them. I mean, we kind of have the same job and it's easy to make mistakes, especially with so much text. That's the end of our riddles. Let's play again sometime, okay? Next time I'll have a really nasty puzzle that's even harder. One so hard that even I couldn't solve it. No way. I'm not playing with Maria One-chan anymore, ever again. Look, Angie-chan, your parents are waving at you, so let's go. See you later, Rosa. Seriously, that's actually what I thought as well. I wanted to say that in a few minutes, but yeah. See you later, Angie-chan. There aren't too many people left with puzzles for you. Keep it up until the end. And make sure you keep cheering her on, Ne-san. Of course. We got all these medals by working together, right? Yeah. We dashed away. Dad and Mom are waving at me from over there. I'm sure they've thought up some mean problems. Still, they have to be easier than Maria One-chan's. I hate Maria One-chan. She's such a meanie. Later, I'm gonna push her off a fucking cliff. No, wait. Let's not do that again. Unyu! You bullied her too much with that puzzle. Well, I wanted to play with Angie a lot. If it was an easy one, she'd solve it right away, right? You really love Angie, don't you? I hate her. She made fun of you and called you a stuffed animal. Maria pouted as she said this, but her expression didn't match her words at all. I hope Angie finds happiness. I'm sure she will. After all, look at all the people here wishing for her happiness. And now Battler is the game master and he set up this final game just for Angie. After all this, there's no way she won't be happy. Well, I think Bernkastel has some objections to that. Still, even though anyone can make happiness appear, you can only ever grasp it for yourself. That's right. That kid is really bad at finding fragments of happiness. Even though we tried to teach her how, she's been covering her ears for 12 full years. This game might be much harder for Angie than Battle thinks.
I'm sure Angel will find happiness.
Yeah, if she really does enjoy herself at this party, that itself might be the greatest lesson we can teach her now.
Angel's the girl who doesn't believe and says that everything is a trick, no matter what magic is shown to her. 12 years in the future, that girl will become the last person to inherit Beatrice's name.
At one point in time, that kid understood my white magic.
Yeah, and she understood me too.
She even summoned all of the 7 sisters and understood magic itself, and yet she still can't use magic on herself.
Let us believe, just as Battle did once in the past.
Beato.
It is easy to cast magic on others, and believing in other people's magic is not so difficult. The hardest thing is casting magic on yourself.
Is that something Angie can do?
She can. Even Battler managed to understand magic. Of course his little sister will be able to do the same.
You're right. There are some kinds of magic that we can only see when we're kids. And there are some that only adults can understand. Right now, Angie is between the two of those.
She's lost the magic of children, but she has yet to understand the magic of adults. It's the most painful period of one's life.
It's so sad that she didn't have anyone close to her at a time like that.
That's not true. We're always by that kid's side. She just doesn't believe it.
Angie, please realize that quickly. There are so many people smiling at you from behind, watching over you. If you just turn around, we'll be able to smile so much more and talk to you so much more. You're Angie, Beatrice, the final witch of Mariage Saucier.
Even if you aren't able to do the right thing in the end, I pray that you can at least enjoy yourself tonight.
Have fun, Angie. So long. The time we spent together feels so long, yet so short. Even so, for me, those memories are eternal.